people. I gotta get over here. Over here, over there. Hello, it's your girl Ro in the building, coming to bring you life in this Q&A video. Let's get it. I know it's gonna be a lot of people coming in, so hi. How y'all doing? Woo 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 woo. Hey y'all. I know it's people that's on my that follows me. Probably on here too. So today is Q&A. Let's talk about it. Hello, Miss Daniel. Shout out. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for your love and support. Welcome to the channel. Sandra. Hello. It's general. It can be whatever you want to ask me. Treats. Hello from Rhode Island. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Those that enjoy my channel. Hello. Hello. All right, let's talk about it. It's your girl Ro here to give you a live Q&A. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to let you know that your girl Ro is on and coming to give you life. And I know I don't give life because God does that. He has that control, not me. But when I say life, I'm coming to give you life because I'm bringing new creations or something new to you that will add to your life or to your business. All right? So we just gonna go for it. Whatever questions that you may have, how I get started on treats, cake, am I teaching, what's new, what's to come. I tend to want to do these often. If you think I should do this often, leave it in the comment section below, letting me know, and I'll put something together. But I just want to try to answer as many questions as I possibly can, because a lot of people leave questions in the comments, and I am not able to answer all those questions because I do other things. I do teach online. So I do a lot of things, y'all. I have kids. I have a life while I'm giving life. All right? So let's get it. Hi, Ro. What's the secret to making candy pickles? Oh, I don't know the secret to that because I ain't never made no candy pickles. I'm sorry. Are you talking about like hard candy pickles, or just the sweet flavor, the salty sweet flavor of pickles? Because a pickle is a pickle for me and I just eat it regular. But I don't have an answer for you, sweetie. I'm sorry. All right, so let's go to the next question. I think you should do this often. Can you tell us about the online classes as well? All right, Miss Steffens. I do have an online academy. Before that, I had several other classes that I taught individual things, but I just didn't teach that individual thing. I also added more to that. So I have an academy, which is called Your Sweet Connection. It's the VIP Academy. That means they get first dibs off it on everything. Discounts, new video content, me just chiming in on answering questions when time permits. like I said, discounts to my products and whatever I am offering. They get first dibs off of classes, hands-on classes, before I even promote them publicly. But I teach 3 times a month in the academy, and it is a subscription academy. That means you pay a registration fee, and then you pay a yearly fee. It's not a monthly fee, it's a yearly fee. And that's just how it's set up and designed right now. So, and that academy is a Facebook group based, and you get some video content, and you get access to a lot of the supply vendors that I work with, and you get discounts from those that I work with. Some discounts, some not. So that's pretty much about my classes online, my academy. Okay. Hi. Thank you. So if you interested and you want that information, for right now, go to my business page on Facebook, which is Your Sweet Connection. Message that page and request to sign up or register for the VIP Academy. Again, you go to my Facebook page, business page, Your Sweet Connection, message that page, and request to register for the VIP Academy. And my assistants will give you the information on how to register. All right? All right. Let's go to the other questions. The cookie nip, can I go to a local store? No. Some stores carry them, but I don't know which stores, like bakery stores that carries them. But if you are interested in cooking up, I will leave the link in this video after it's done. But you can go to cookienip.com and go to the website, and you can make a purchase, and you can use my discount code. It's your girl Ro, all one word, YOURRO. Wait, your girl Ro, YOURGIRLRO, your girl Ro. Which is the best food coloring for dipped apples, oil or water base? For food coloring, wait, you said candy apples. Gel food coloring is good. And you said which is best? Which is the best food coloring for candy apples? My suggestion is gel for coloring candy apples. I thought you was talking about chocolate apples. But for candy apples, gel food coloring, you can use either or. You just got to make sure the water base will probably break down quicker than the gel. And that's from my experience. So a gel food coloring is always good. My recommendations for gel food coloring is Chef Masters. Okay? Liquid gel food coloring. All right? Have you ever tried sweet potato ice cream? I saw it made on Stop Top Kisses. No, I haven't. Which is the best food? Okay, I answered that one. Did you ever do your candy apples with red apples? The Gala apples, yes. But red delicious apples, no. You're gonna get bubbles every time. And then I don't like dipping with red delicious apples. They don't turn out right. So Granny Smith is always my go-to, or Gala apples. And that's the red apple. And if not, why? I just choose to dip with Granny Smith or Gala, but my preference is Granny Smith. Red Delicious apples just don't turn out right. You know, that's a larger apple to dip, and you get more bubbles when you dip those particular apples. And have you ever run out of candy at the end of a large order? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. It ain't about knowing that I make candy apples. You're always going to make another batch. If you, I have done 500 a order for a church, 500 candy apples, and I made several batches to complete that order. So whether you got an order of 25 to 50 apples, no, because it's a homemade candy mixture and it could harden quickly, I break the batches down. So I may double a batch to cover up to 25 apples at least, or 20 if I was doing 50. But you're always going to make another mixture. Just remember how many drops you put into that first batch so that you can still achieve that same color for for that for that order. Okay, so you're always going to make another batch, and yes, I always do. Yeah, I mean that's the whole program of it. It flows just like that. Okay, it comes with the territory. You're welcome. Hey, Linda. All right. Cake Carousel has Cookie Nip. Didn't get the price. Well, I don't know what price they have at their store, but I just know if you go to cookienip.com and you can order online. I'm not sure what stores have them, um, but it's some that do. But if you want, and you can only use the discount code online. You can't use it in the store. You can only use it online. And like I said, it's cookienip.com. My discount code is your girl Ro. YOURGIRLRO. All one word. All right. When melting your chocolate wafers, do you have to add Paramount crystals every time, and how much? Uh, Cassandra. Great question, because a lot of people have asked this in my videos. Here's my technique and my method. Depending on the chocolate that you use, I am a Merkins girl, um, and I am very versatile in what I use. So it just depends. If I'm somewhere and somebody don't have Merkins, if I was teaching somewhere, then I have no other choice but to use that chocolate and work with that. It's the technique. So if I have Wilton's, for example, and I know that it doesn't melt well, so I'm gonna need Paramount crystals. But even with my Merkins, I want a smooth chocolate consistency. So I use, as I always state in my videos, and that's what I try to start off with, explaining how I melt my chocolate as much as I can without it being a long video, is that I use a 16-ounce glass cup, okay, a Pyrex cup. I use that cup because it helps me with the measurement and I know what I have inside of the cup. In that cup, you got your candy melts. With candy melts is the wafers. It is a coating. It's not real chocolate. It's a coating. Anything that have cocoa in it, you know that's 100% chocolate. And normally that has to be tempered. But for candy melts, it's a already tempered chocolate. that you can just put in a microwave, or you can do a double boil. But in a 16-ounce cup, I pour in 16 ounces of the wafers. Now, when you melt it down, it may melt down to 10 ounces, all right? But in that cup, I'm putting 2 tablespoons of Paramount crystals. When it melts down, I'm mixing it in. For the first interval, it may not melt right away. You just go back and melt it at a high temp for your microwave, and do another 30-second interval. Excuse me. Do another second interval, and then stir. It's always important to stir. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting dry in the throat. So make sure, I've been talking all day. Make sure you do those intervals in small intervals. It's important so that you don't burn your chocolate. Even in your first interval, I need some water. I will leave right now, but I ain't going nowhere. The first interval, you have to mix your candy melts, or it's going to burn in the center. All right? So I hope that answered your question. Ooh. All right. All right. After making your candy apples, is it best to store them on the table or in the refrigerator? Store them on the table. Know the climate of your house. If it's hot and humid, your apples are going to be sticky. I repeat, if it's hot and humid, your apples are going to be sticky, y'all. It goes like that. You making homemade candy, and it's hot in your kitchen, they're gonna get sticky. All right. How to save that? My recommendation is, instead of bagging them, put them in an apple box so that the apple does not touch anything. And when you either deliver them or your client comes and picks them up, you ain't got to worry about the paper sticking to the candy. That is my biggest suggestion when it comes to candy apples, and you have no other choice besides being in a hot climate area where your apples are always sticky. Change your packaging. If you don't provide the bags, because they're going to stick to the apple. Provide the boxes where you can put them in a box and they'll be nice. It may be a little bit more, but they ain't sticking to the wrapper. All right, that's my suggestion to y'all, because if those is in hot climate areas, it's going to be sticky. It's going to be sticking, and that's just facts. Okay. Where can you get the apple boxes from? You can go to clearbags.com and order your boxes, or you can go to Amazon and get them off of Amazon. I will leave some links in the description box below after this video so that you can go right to them. All right, let's see. Need a live bow class? I got a bow video on here on this channel. Working with Fondant. Ooh, working with Fondant can be a little different if you don't know what you're doing. You just got to practice. You got to keep at it. You got to keep going and work with it. Get comfortable with working with Fondant. You got to know what works for you. I can tell you this. When creating small pieces to apples or any type of dessert, and when it's hot, Fondant do whether if it's not made properly, like you can make your fondant stiff, but it's still, if it's hot, and you put it and close it in, it still, withers or bend a little bit. Um, it just depends what you're trying to do with fondant. So um, you just gotta get comfortable with it. You just gotta practice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cool beans. Giving life. Love it. All right, let's see. Is it better to make your own fondant? Because of what I do and how much I do, I don't even have time to make fondant. Some people say they like it, and if you have that time, by all means, go for it. But me, I don't. So I just buy it. And I use a various of fondants. I use Wilton's, I use Renshaw, and I use those preferably for like cakes. Um, when I want to add small designs to certain pieces, I use Fat Daddy-O's fondant. Hey, I have pop-up shops coming up. All right. My question is, what would be a good number of apples to take? I'm trying to get my count together. Well, there's a few things that I can say. First, you got to know your market. You got to know your audience. You're having a pop-up shop, so you got to know your audience. You got to know your market. You got to know how many people, meaning you got to know how many people is going to be in attendance, if you know that. And the director, whoever's hosting that show, you should have those numbers. Like normally the turnout is like 200 to 300 people, XYZ. So you should have a count of how many people should be in attendance. Not exact, but roundabout at least. But I always tell people, bring enough to where you can service. And if you sell out, you sell out. But it is really up to your number and how much you want to make money. So if I'm doing a pop-up shop, I'm coming with numbers. It's like if I'm selling my apples at a show, because normally you give a little discount when you do those shows, pop-up shops or whatever. Um, if your apple's $5 and you want to sell a certain amount, you're trying to achieve a certain number, price range. Say if your goal is $500, you're looking to make $500, okay, from your event. And that's just roundabout. I'm just giving an example, y'all. If you selling other things on your table and you got apples and you need to contribute, those apples going to contribute to that $500. So say you got 25 apples at $5, okay? That is the amount you're looking to make out of those 5 apples, okay? Even if you sell them for $10 an apple, okay? That's $250. You finna make, all right? With 25 apples. If you got cupcakes and you got 25 cupcakes and you selling them for $10 and you finna make $250. So there go your $500. So you have to know how much you are willing to put out there to sell. And if you have if you're gonna have a large crowd, bring more than enough. So I can never tell a person, you need to take this, you need to take that, and that. It's always about what you're trying to make. I can't tell you how much money you're going to make. I can't tell you how to make your money. I can encourage you and give you tips on some things, but it's important to know your market, know your audience, and know what's going to sell. That's important. It ain't just about throwing or getting your numbers together. You really have to get them together, and you really have to write that down in order to know what your goal and that you're going to meet your goal. Okay? I hope that helped too. Your girl, I'm telling you, I can give y'all life all day. What else you want? No, no. Uh, okay. I don't know. What is the best buttercream to make? Cause I make all. A lot of people have a hard time with meringue buttercream, but American buttercream is me all day. Meringue buttercream, um, it's good. It's smooth. It's smooth. But my suggestion would be test out what you like. Thank you. We're making candy apples. We're making candy for the candy apples. Do you cook your candy to 300 or 280? Okay. Miss Smith, I do 280 for white, 300 for all other apples. Okay. If you haven't seen my apple videos, which I'm going to do new videos because these videos are going to be edited. My other Apple videos are live. Go check them out. I give a lot of detailed information in those videos. You're welcome, Miss Flower. You're welcome. But yeah, I cook to 300 for the regular apples, and white I cook to 280. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. Shout out to Angel. I simply love you, bro, and it's very new to this candy apples. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, Ro. Lollipop molds. What's best to use? Lollipop molds. Um, you talking about actually lollipop molds? I'm not sure what's best to use because you can use a variance of different molds to create a lollipop. And if you're talking about popsicles, cakesicles, um, I'm not sure which one. Hello, Miss Ro. How can I keep the elephant skin from for? Okay. Last question, then I'm gonna sign out because I'm going on 30 minutes. Hello, Ro. Miss Ro. How can I keep elephant skin from coming on chocolate apples? Here's the thing. Chocolate is my favorite. But no, chocolate, you have to melt your chocolate and you have to let your chocolate sit for between 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, it has to come down in temperature before you dip right in because it'd be too hot. So let it come to a nice cool temp before you dip. All right, and that will prevent the elephant skin. When you have elephant skin, that means the chocolate is too hot. So let it sit. Let it sit. Oh, Tiff, I want to answer that too. So that'll be my last question. So you have to let it sit and then you dip. Now, if you watch the videos where I made those Halloween treats with the 3 embossery stamps on them with fondant, you see that chocolate is smooth as a new baby's behind. I let it sit. I dipped. But you definitely got to let it come down to temperature to where, not to where it's just solidify completely, but that prevents the elephant skin. And you got to melt it properly, all right? Do it in intervals, 30-second intervals. Then when you melt it, If you need to add Paramount crystals, you do. It also depends on the type of chocolate melts you're using. You're welcome. Now, someone asked a question about how to properly melt real chocolate and have your mold come out correctly when using plastic molds. Um, Real chocolate has to be tempered. Okay. Um, that means you got to bring it to a high temperature, bring it back down to a low temperature, then reheat it so that it can melt and then solidify. Real chocolate has to go into either the freezer or the refrigerator to solidify. That's the only thing about the difference with real chocolate and compound chocolate, which is the candy melts or the candy or the chocolate wafers, because that's a compound chocolate. It's already tempered, opposed to the real chocolate. And you can also use the chocolate morsels, and you can dip with those, and they have to go into the refrigerator or the freezer, for about 5 minutes so that it can completely solidify. Okay? You're welcome. So that will conclude this video. I hope you all enjoyed the Q&A, the live Q&A. It's been real. I try to do as much live videos as I can, if they can be a help to somebody. I will do them. If not, just continue to follow my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because your girl Ro is here for sure to help and add to your business, add to your life. Okay? All right. It's been real. Thank you all for tuning in. And if that's it, and you new here, subscribe. If you think I should do any more live, and I ain't gonna do them every day because I be trying to give y'all content. So that's my main goal. I'll be trying to answer questions. All right. So leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. Let me know what video you would like to see next. I'm on this Halloween kick right now. It's so much that I want to do, but I got a surprise for y'all. So just tune in, and I will see you in a few.